Finally, I was able to get my connection between my camera and my phone, and it's because I did not have an OTG cable. So that was what I wanted to talk to you guys about on this little video, is make sure you have an OTG cable. And you're probably wondering, what is an OTG cable? Well, what it stands for is on the go, and it's a slightly different cable than your normal USB cable. It's able to do a little more, and so what you have to do is make sure that you have an OTG cable. There's a couple ways to know that you have one. First, your cable that came with your camera is an OTG cable, and you can tell by it has this little weird little thing on the end. I was able to tell because it says Canon and because it has this on the end, and this came with one of my Canon cameras. So this is an OTG cable, but you also need to have this other end. You need to have this little part here, and this also needs to be OTG. If it's not, it will not work. What I was doing originally is I had bought this part right here, this little sucker. This part here has a little L part, and that part went into the camera, and then this part went in to the phone. Well, this part right here is not OTG, and this part, I don't know whether it's OTG or not. I have no idea. Probably not. So I messed up with that. So then I tried this one. It's a total, it bypasses the USB connection part, and it has the USB micro that fits to the phone, and then it has the USB B, I believe it is, that connects to your camera. I tried this, does not work. So yeah, it probably was over 2 years that I had messed around with stuff, and I could not figure out what it was that was not working. And I just the last few weeks I plugged in, I thought, oh, I'll try it again, and I plugged in I downloaded one of the applications, and I thought, all right, I'll try it again, and it didn't work. But when it didn't work, the application flashed some information on the page that totally had lights digging off in my head, and it said you have to have an OTG cable. Well, for whatever reason, I didn't realize that. I know I'd heard before that you have to have the cable that comes with your camera to be able to do this, but I was doing it backwards. Anyway, I was doing it with this cable part that came off the camera first, and then another one, and so I was doing it totally backwards anyway. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, I grabbed this cable here, and this is an OTG cable, but I did not have this other part. So I went to searched it up. I found one on Walmart's website. It was like maybe $6 or something like that. I ordered it, and lo and behold, guess what? It worked. All I needed was both OTG cables, and now I am connected. So that is what I just wanted to go over and share with you guys, just a quick tip of what you guys need. And then also I was going to show you guys this OTG part. I was talking about this little part here. That doesn't necessarily mean that that if you don't have one of these like this, you still might have an OTG cable lying around and you don't know it. Like I was saying, I tried this one first, which was not this one here. I tried this one, doesn't have the little thingy on it, but this one did not work. I had a bunch of cables laying around, but then I tried 3 more of these. I tried the short one, I tried this one, and I tried this one. All 3 of these don't have the little bulbous thingy on it, but all 3 of these worked. So these are all OTG cables. So, but I would have never known it was an OTG cable. So this is why I used this one first, because I knew this one was. So anyway, wanted to let you know, you've got to have OTG if you want to connect your camera to your smartphone. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to my my other camera so I can show you what it looks like, because I know that all my the whites are all blown out and it doesn't look very good. And so we're going to switch to the other camera and we're going to show you what that looks like. Alright, we'll catch you in a minute. Alright, here we are again. I have changed the settings again, and now you can see that I don't look all blown out and everything looks much better. So that's the importance of being able to have a connection between your camera and your phone, as you can actually be able to control whatever you need to be able to control. This video really isn't about that part. I can do another video on the application I use and the features and that kind of stuff, but I just wanted to show you guys how important it is to have the right cable. And that's, you've got to have the OTG, both this cable right here, the smaller one, and this, they both have to be OTG. And it's also very important to have this part here, the white part, it has to be it'd be better if you try to just use one that comes with your camera, because you know for sure that it's OTG, and that needs to be hooked up obviously then to your camera first, and then have the OTG little transfer cable that changes the big USB to the phone USB, and that works. That actually works. Like I had in the beginning, I finally have the ability to be able to connect. So I'm really excited to be able to change my aperture and change the shutter speed and change the ISO while I'm actually shooting time lapses, and to be able to not have to worry about touching the camera. The only thing I have to still touch the camera with is if I want to check of what actually the picture looks like. I have no way to be able to see that automatically. So I do have to touch the camera to at least figure out what things do look like, but I would have to if I just know to keep changing it going along. But anyway, but I don't have to touch the camera as much. So that's the gist of it. That's what I wanted to show you guys, just to let you know that I'm going to be doing a backpacking trip very soon, so be looking for that, and I will catch you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I almost forgot to mention, I wanted to try my new magic trick, so we'll see you guys all later, and have a good one out there.